Band crowds are insane. Millions of views, thousands of comments. People arguing, debating, rewinding clips like it's a game film. But in real life, sometimes it's quiet. And nobody really wants to admit that. Today, we're talking about the disconnect, the gap between social media hype and what actually happens in the stands, in the stadiums, and or on the field. Because if we're being honest, those two worlds are starting to feel like two completely different realities, being there in person, watching it online. So go ahead and grab your Rise coffee and lock in. This is gonna be good. Check this out. When I go record band events, it requires a lot of focus. So I hooked up with Rise and they sent me their mushroom coffee blend. I changed up my routine and started drinking it daily. And I'll be honest with you, I really love it. It's organic Arabica instant coffee that has a Super 6 mushroom blend. That's 2,000 milligrams of adaptogenic mushrooms, such as shiitake supports immune health, lion's mane, which supports focus and mental clarity, cordyceps help maintain steady energy without jitters or crashes, turkey tail supports healthy gut function, reishi helps with relaxation and managing everyday stress, and king trumpet provides antioxidant support. It's only 15 calories, 0 sugar, and certified organic. Best part is, it's about half the amount of caffeine as a regular cup of coffee. You feel steady and focused, not wired. Oh, and the taste, fantastic. It tastes great all by itself. Sometimes I add some coconut milk and some honey, but it is delicious all by itself. I like to start my day off with the Rise mushroom coffee. Gets me going, tastes great, love it. And if you're not a coffee drinker, no problem. They have matcha. Matcha is amazing in the afternoon, especially when it's on ice with a little bit of coconut milk. Perfect. Don't like matcha? Try the chai tea. It's amazing. When the day's done and I'm ready to wind down, I do love mushroom cocoa. That's right. This cocoa is perfect for at night because it has 3 milligrams of melatonin in it, which really helps you sleep all the way through the night while simultaneously support gut health. So check this out. If you want to try Rise for yourself or re-up on your supply, be sure to use my promo code StephenHoliday15. That's STEVENHOLIDAY15 to save 15% off your next order. Great taste, steady focus, 0 crash. Watching a band live is an experience you just can't recreate on the screen, straight up. We all know this. You feel it. The vibration in the stands when the bass hits, the crowd reacting in real time, the smell of everything frying at the concession stand, the random conversations, the energy, and that tension before a big hit. You know, right when the drum break's happening and you see all the horns go down and up, and that tension right there. And we see programs like Florida A&M, JSU, Tennessee State, Southern University all performing live. It's different. The power and energy feels bigger than the sound. The moments feel bigger than the music. It's that collective group energy of everyone in the stadium. Same thing with other programs like Texas Southern, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, North Carolina A&T. Those bands are built for stadiums because when they play, the whole environment reacts with them. Even rising programs like Virginia Union, Albany State, Fort Valley State bring that kind of energy because when they perform, you feel like you're part of something, not just watching it. But here's the reality. Most people aren't actually watching like that anymore, even when they're there. Let's be real, they're watching through their phones. Recording the performance instead of reacting to it and living in the moment, scrolling through things instead of paying attention, talking, posting, taking selfies with their friends. There was a time when every single set of eyes in the stadium wasn't looking at anything but the performance. It was magical. I high-key miss it. Now, half the crowd, if not more, is looking down or through something instead of watching the performance.
Now you know what time it is. Crank time.
Videos changed everything. Good camera angles and great editing can make a performance feel and look 10 times bigger than what it actually was performed live. That's a fact. Close-ups, crowd shots,
slow motion,
endless. Y'all know when the band's playing a ballad and you like that orbit shot around the director? Yeah, the audience can't see that. A band like North Carolina A&T could hit a clean visual and the right angle could turn it into a viral moment. And that goes for any band, BCU, Texas Southern, Florida Memorial. You know what I'm talking about. When the camera movements and editing matches the show, it really can elevate it, and those moments will last a lot longer than watching it live. One clip, one angle, and suddenly everyone's talking about that part of the show, and that band will go viral and get recognition all over the world. True talk. A strong moment captured the right way can travel so much further online than the live performance will ever do. You have videographers and media teams taking it even further. Cinematic shots, drone shots, stabilizers, camera angles all over the place, 360 cameras. There's no telling what kind of stuff is out there and what people can do. All of it benefits the band program. But I think you're starting to see where I'm going with this. Now the performance isn't just a performance anymore. It's a production, full on. But it goes both ways because that same camera, it can expose everything too. A missed note, a shaky formation, an entire section or squad that's not together. We've seen it. Watching it live, that might go unnoticed. But let's be real, the audience isn't watching with just their eyes anymore. They're watching through their phones. So it's no telling who they're watching, looking. Instead of watching the performance, they're waiting for something to mess up. That's what a lot of people like to do nowadays. It's crazy. They're like, ooh, look at this person, look at this person. Boom, and that's the clip that everyone sees. And now the entire show is known for that one clip. Y'all know what I'm talking about. On video, it's replayed and analyzed over and over and over again. So it's either something great or something bad. So now the stakes in this modern media world when it comes to band performances are higher than ever. People be nervous. Directors be going insane like,
oh my gosh, I hope no one gets his sorry ass over there.
Probably are. But odds are they're gonna get caught. Even if you put them on the end, in the back, in the middle, there's always that one band sniper on their phone that's just like this, got him, bam. That's just how it is today.
Now you know what time it is. Crank time.
Let's talk about our online band culture. Online culture says it rewards consistency. That is a lie. It rewards moments, big hits, crazy visuals, unexpected mashups, somebody falling, percussion instrument falling, rolling down the hill, sousaphone top coming off, the bell. This is what online culture rewards. Whether it's good or bad, this is how it is. As long as it's something that makes people stop scrolling. Not because the entire show was perfect, because one moment hit hard enough to live forever online. Good or bad. That kind of exposure, a live performance just can't match. You could perform in front of 50,000 people live, but a viral clip, that could reach hundreds of thousands, if not millions. That's why certain programs like JSU, FAMU, Tennessee State, Southern, Alabama A&M, all the big programs always stay in the conversation. Yes, they do have media teams, but they're always covered a lot and they produce big viral type moments. Mostly good. I mean, let's be real. Most of the time it's always something good, but there's always them few bad clips that slip through that can just derail an entire performance. People say, man, that was trash. Just from seeing one little clip, let alone all the good stuff that happened in the show. That one clip is what people's gonna judge the entire show off of. Man, they sounded good, but whoops, they didn't make the line. Oh man, they look good, but dang, that line was crooked. Oh, that one note out of all the notes the entire show, one note is what people's gonna remember the most. You know, when someone comes in early or hangs over, you know, I don't like that kind of stuff. That's how it is.
Now you know what time it is. Crank time.
And this is where it gets interesting. Some bands aren't just performing for the crowd anymore. They're literally designing their performance around camera lenses. This is true. You've seen it. A camera gets close, then all of a sudden everybody's energy shifts. They come up to the camera, throwing up all these signs and stuff like that, the energy and everything. It's almost like they're waiting for the camera to actually perform instead of realizing that there are people all around looking at you. And when that uniform's on, you should always be performing all the time until the entire uniform comes off. But we know how this generation is. They are waiting and looking for cameras because realistically, they are everywhere. People have high definition cameras right in the palm of their hands. Even those cheap phones have cameras that can capture a clip so clearly they can ruin an entire band's reputation. And the reason why they like to turn up for the cameras is because they know that might be that one clip that goes viral in a good way. And we know everyone loves that attention nowadays, especially in band. And we all do, we're performers. I'm not gonna act like I didn't like it when I was in the band. It just wasn't any cameras around. It was like that one big ass camera that had a long cord running into the abyss, and they had to have like someone around them and stuff, and you saw the cord coming. So you was like, oh Lord, here comes the camera, and you're just trying to perform for the audience instead of the lens. But when the lens came, it was almost like a heart attack because you're not used to seeing cameras. So you had to really be on top of your stuff back then, whereas today at least they have been groomed to be ready for the camera probably since birth. Directors know this too. We've all heard that speech.
Everyone be on top of y'all because there's gonna be cameras everywhere.
So now, performances are being designed not just for the stadium or the gym or wherever the performance is, it's being designed for the cameras. And honestly, that's not a bad thing because today it's those videos that create the opportunities. Invites, recognition, growth. Young people see those videos, they all wanna go here. When a band's playing their favorite cover song, they wanna go here. So now it's been proven that videos are what really creates the big moments and opportunities for the students and the band directors, more so than live performances. That might sound crazy because you have to perform live to get a video, but that's not true. You can go into your own home stadium with no crowd around you and perform an outstanding show that can reach millions of people and not one person has to be in the audience. That's the truth.
Now you know what time it is. Crank time.
Okay, so here's the truth that no one says out loud. If bands want to keep selling out stadiums, they can't rely on videos alone. The videos can get people there, but they can't just keep relying on videos to make things happen. It has to be a little bit more than that to get butts in the seats. There's nothing that can compare to a live performance, so it still matters and it's never gonna go away. ever. I would definitely prefer to see any performance live than watching a video.
But people need a reason to show up.
The videos have become so good today from all the videographers, different publications, that most people are just like, man, this is gonna be a great battle. I can't wait to see this video. Because let's be real, videos, it's like watching a sporting event at home. You can sit on your couch, be in the bed, be on the toilet, be very comfortable, and you can see everything. Multiple angles, you can pause it. If something happens, you can like, oh, let me rewind that to that again. What's that going on over there? Don't have to worry about weather, traveling, all that stuff. You know, if you're one of those people who don't like getting germs and all this kind of stuff like that, yeah, it's a big benefit and people look forward to it all the time. So that's hard to compete with when you want people to actually come to the show. But at the same time, if the band doesn't focus on videos, then odds are you don't really know what they're doing. A band program could be great, you never hear them. Students are like, who is that? So it's one of those things where videos are a must, so it has to be incorporated. But that's not my point. My point is you must find ways to get people to want to come to the show. And in my honest opinion, it's really all on the band directors. Yeah, you gotta find creative ways to make it worth people's time to come to the stadium, because I'm looking at things and yeah, people are always gonna come to football games, they're always gonna come to battle of bands, but we all know that attendance is nothing like it used to be at games, battle of bands, nothing. Yeah, there's still lots, thousands of people at different performances all over the United States, all over the world. It's nothing like how it used to be because technology has taken the audience mostly online, which is important. So I'm going to say that it has to be some innovation happening to make people want to come to the stadium. I'm going to use these two bands for example, Florida A&M and North Carolina A&T. Great. A video could not really do what they did justice when they use all the lights and stuff like that. That's something I think that you have to be there to get the experience, because when you're watching a video, you can't see the lights up there at the top. Of course, you see the colors popping up on the field. You see the cool things having their hats and all those fun colors. It's got to be something where the crowd has to be able to interact with what's going on. Because we all know watching a video, yeah, you're gonna be cheering, you're gonna be talking your trash down in the comments, sharing things, highlighting clips. Being there has to be a reason. It's like going to a theme park. No one watches a theme park on TV. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can look up a ride and see what the ride is like, but you got to get on the ride to experience it. That's why theme parks still have it kind of going on. Versus band performances, everyone's like, oh, band's doing the same thing. Oh, they're coming out the hole, they're doing this, whoop-de-doo, I'm gonna watch that online, straight up. But when you start hearing about, oh, you gotta be there, they're doing something with the crowd involved, lights going on, have people come out the stands, something, I don't know, that's gotta be dealt with the directors, the staff, creative department, but it's gotta be something extra and beyond a normal band show to make people want to come to the stadium to watch a show so they can feel like they are a part of it. You know what I mean? Because if not, they're gonna just be sitting there like this. How you go to a performance and still miss it and have to watch it online, because it's camaraderie. You're with your friends, taking pictures of everything going on over there, all the different fraternities, sororities, stuff like that. And once you say hey to everybody, the show is over. Whatever you came for is over. You know how long them concession lines are, then some of y'all becoming turnt, like super turnt, so you missed the show anyway, then you still end up watching online. My point is, to get butts in the seats, it's on the bands to start being innovative, where it's like, you've got to be here to experience this, because we all know the video is going to be out there. Even if you have a media team or not, somebody has recorded the band somewhere in a way that's probably not as flattering as you would like, and that's the clip they're putting out. You know how them people are, they sit there and record, don't know what they're doing, and all you hear is a trumpet because they're recording the trumpet. And you know how phones are, it's like when you zoom out, the audio does this thing, and then you zoom in, it does this thing or something like that. So it's like, it's one of those things. Big takeaway is this: videos aren't going anywhere. We're not saying the video is better or the live performance is better. They're both about the same, and some people are just different. My point is, if you want people to come to the stadium, be innovative and make sure that you are represented online the way that you want to be represented, because that online audience is where millions of people are, and there is not one stadium in the world that can accommodate the size of the audience that's online. That's what I'm saying. So I have a question for everybody. Which one matters the most? Making sure the live performance is great, or would you sacrifice some live performance stuff for the videos? Meaning, when you put cameras in places that can obscure people's views to ensure your video looks better. And what do you like doing now? Would you still rather go to performance or just watch online? Or both? Let me know. Comment down below. Peace.